Yo, welcome back to KAMMA. I'm Khalil Deal.
I'm Andio.
And we're KAMMA about to talk about UFC Vegas 116. Super hyped up for this event. The main event is, of course, Aljamain Sterling against Youssef Zalal. We're going to talk about our final thoughts, predictions, and face-offs for the prelims. And after watching the prelims, I'm super excited for this event. I think it's a really good event. Uh, the names on it are cool. I think the fighters are pretty cool. I think it's going to be a good, exciting event, man. So
Yeah, me too.
let's get into it, man. Who do you have for the first fight here of the prelims here between Talita Alencar and Julia Pilastri here?
Both these ladies coming in looking in great shape, especially Julia Pilastri. But I have to mention Alan Carr also because I didn't expect her to come in as good shape as she did. Yeah, the pick is still going to be Pilastri here. Simply just stop the takedowns and get that volume going. Use that aggression at the right time, and I think she should be able to get the win here. So it's going to be Pilastri by decision or knockout.
Yeah, man. Julia Pilastri, the taller fighter here, as you can see. Physically, they're both about the same shape, though, man. I gotta say, they're both ripped and muscular and pretty built. And Julia Pilastri looks just a tiny bit thicker, but the height advantage, I like it. And I think it's going to be a good fight. I think Julia Pilastri is going to land some hard punches on her. And she's the better striker of the two, of course. And yeah, Julia Pilastri's also got submission, so I think she can hang on the ground and maybe fend off some takedowns from Alan Carr because you know that's what she's going to do. Give me Julia Pilastri to win by knockout or decision in this one, man. And they were kind of friendly in this face-off, man. So
Yeah, it's still going to be the three takedown rule, though. That's what I
yeah.
think. She has to prevent her from getting three takedowns, and she's going to win the fight.
All right, man. So we're in agreement still with the first fight of the prelims. Let's move on up to the next fight here. This one's the fight that I'm looking forward to. Actually, this one here is one of them for sure. One of the fights I'm looking forward to. I think this is going to be a pretty good fight, man. I think these guys are they're gonna bang it out for sure, man. So Max Griffin and Valenzuela, Victor Valenzuela.
Vitor.
So for these guys, man, Max Griffin's in phenomenal shape. And so is Victor, man. He's in phenomenal shape too. They're big guys, muscular guys. They're built guys. They're pretty ripped as well. And yeah, Max has a little bit of a height advantage there, but I like that Victor looks pretty tough. He looks pretty thick, pretty big there, man, too. So I think he can get the job done, man. Max Griffin, even though he looks good, he's still old. He's 40 years old, and Topology had him being the having the 2 inch height advantage there. It looks closer than I thought. I thought he was going to be much taller. It's not that bad, and yeah, he's going to have a 5 inch reach advantage, Max Griffin. But I think Valenzuela can still get the job done. Give me Valenzuela to win this one by knockout or decision, man.
You could switch your pick if you want, man.
No, no, no. I'm going to go with Valenzuela. The younger guy.
You don't sound that confident.
No, I'm pretty confident in it, man. I mean, Max has been losing fights, man. I got to give this new guy a chance here.
Yeah, the thing that bothers me, I think, more than anything, really, is Max Griffin is a seasoned vet, and this is going to be a step up in competition for Valenzuela here. So we'll see what he's made of at the same time. Me, I also think Griffin, he's not been looking his best, not only in his losses, but the way, he's been losing fights. He's afraid to turn it on. Maybe he's afraid to open up a little bit more than he used to. And yeah, so that's why I'm going with Valenzuela also. Get into a bit of a brawl, smash him up with some power shots, and maybe even get the finish here. So I'm going to go with decision or knockout for Slick Vic.
Yeah, man. All right, so we're still in agreement with this one. Let's move on up to the next fight. This one also is going to be a good fight here. Francis Marshall against Lucas Brennan, NDO.
This is also going to be the largest favorite on the card in Francis Marshall here. Uh, I am going to be picking Francis Marshall. They both are coming in on short notice. I think Marshall is just going to dominate this one on the feet, keep it on the feet, not fall for any BJJ tomfoolery there that Brennan may use. But also Brennan's going to be aggressive. He's going to try and get it down there. Uh, so I'm keeping my eye on a sub maybe for Brennan as well because that's his bread and butter pretty much. Get the job done when they're down there. But in the end, I think Francis Marshall is too good and going to be too much. So give me Francis Marshall by knockout or decision.
Yeah, Francis Marshall's the bigger guy, clearly.
Oh yeah,
Face
looking really
off.
good as usual. Francis Marshall looking top notch.
He's the bigger guy. Lucas Brennan's a skinnier guy. He's ripped, but he's a skinnier guy, not as muscular. Francis Marshall, way more muscular, way more built, ripped. He's a bigger guy, obviously, than Lucas Brennan, and I think he's stronger too. As long as Marshall doesn't get caught on the ground with a slick sub from Lucas, I think he can get the job done. Give me Francis Marshall also to win. And I think he gets the submission or wins the decision in this one. All right, so
Nice.
let's move on up to the next one. Next fight here, we got Jeffel Filo against Cody Durden here, man. And yeah, for this one here, Jeffel Filo looks phenomenal, bro. He's in great shape, man. He looks real good. He's obviously the guy that's in better shape. Cody Durden doesn't look like he is in as good of shape as Jafel Filo. Jafel Filo is way more bigger, muscular, built. He's ripped as well. He looks tough. He's taller.
Even though he should always be in a training camp, Durden.
Yeah, but Durden just looks like, he looks good. He doesn't look terrible or anything like that, but you can see that Jafel Filo's the more muscular and built guy in this here. And I think Filo's going to, come out here and do a really good job and get the job done. Durden coming in on short notice, as we know. Jafel Filo was supposed to fight someone else. He's got the full training camp. Give me Jafel Filo by knockout or submission. I think he gets the finish on Cody Durden.
Yeah, as long as the preacher here minds his P's and Q's early in the fight, not get caught by any of Durden's boxing, uh, contain his pressure because we know how Durden is going to try and fight. And after that, Durden is going to kind of run out of gas and start making mistakes, and I think Philo is going to capitalize. I say Philo's pretty live for a sub in this one, so I'm going to call sub for Philo.
All right, so
If
me
not,
and
if
Yo.
not, if not, actually, yeah, I'm going to say decision. If not, but I'm strongly leaning sub.
Yeah, I like the finish, knockout or submission for Jafel Filo. All right, me and Andy agreeing on this one. Let's move up to the next fight. All right, man. So we got the ladies going at it here. Mayra Bueno Silva against Michelle Montague. This is so funny, guys, man. So in the weigh-ins, Mayra Bueno Silva was crying in the weigh-ins.
Yeah, I'm emotionally unstable.
Yeah, like you said, she's very emotionally unstable, crying at the weigh-ins that she made weight. What's funny is after crying at the weigh-ins and looking like a baby, now she tries to be tough at the face-offs now all of a sudden she's the tough girl now and tries to be all serious and look tough after she just finished crying at the weigh-ins. Obviously, she had a tough weight cut because she just barely made it. And
Did she have to go into the booth of shame?
No, no. Michelle Montague, though, looks phenomenal. She looks like the bigger girl. She looks more muscular, more built and ripped. She looks bigger than Mayra Bueno Silva, and she looks serious too, man. I like the way she came out here in the face-offs, looking right at her, and Bueno Silva trying to be intimidating, and it did not phase Michelle Montague at all. Michelle Montague was looking at her like, "Oh yeah, you really want to be tough after you were just crying in the weigh-ins?" Give me Michelle Montague to get the job done by submission or decision.
Yeah, Bueno all bundled up here. Doesn't really seem like she wants to be there too much. I can't go with Breno Silva since I wrote her off after she got caught for all that dope after the Holly Holm fight. So this is going to be her fifth loss in a row, you'd think, if she can't find a sub here. I think it's going to be by knockout because that she has to catch Montana here. Because she is the better striker, but again, she's too emotionally unstable. She's going to get frustrated very early on, I suspect, on this one when Montag closes in on the distance. When she gets a hold of her, she's going to, take her down, do what she does, and not give Bueno much room here. So give me Michelle here by submission or decision.
Nice, same thing as me. Yeah, and you can see she's bigger
Yeah.
than Mara Bueno Silva. I like that a lot. All right, let's move on up to the next fight. All right, next fight we got. Oh yeah, man, this is going to be the battle of a couple bums here, Andy. Oh, who you got here between Jackson McVeigh and Cedricus Dumas here?
A couple bums, eh? Uh, I'm gonna go with Jackson McVeigh because I think it's gonna be difficult for Dumas to handle what McVeigh is gonna bring early on in the fight. Just wild, just can get you finished. Whether it's on the feet or subbed on the feet with a front gilly or on the ground. Dumas has to be prepared for war right away. I'm not sure if he can handle it, but if he does, the chances of him pulling out a win are more likely. Uh, I'm also thinking, is there a possibility that these guys may take it real easy and just point fight and kickbox from a super distance to give themselves more cage time and to be happy that they're in there and absorb every last minute they may have in the cage, and we may get a decision in this fight. But
I don't think so.
I'm gonna call Jackson McVeigh to get the knockout. In the first round, I think he shows a lot in the first minute, 2 minutes of the fight, but not much else after. His cardio must be garbage. I think it is, but I don't think he's gonna need it. I think he puts away Dumas here, especially when Dumas is willing to accept very bad positions and so bad that the ref just stops it because he's not fighting back, and stuff like that. So can't have much faith in Dumas until he shows a lot more. Same could be said for McVeigh, but at least he shows some lethality there early in fights. At least he, even in the UFC a little bit. So give me McVeigh by knockout or sub.
Yeah, I'm going for McVeigh here. You can see he's the taller fighter by a lot. This is a very, very big height advantage here for Jackson McVeigh, which I'm happy to see here. Topology had Jackson McVeigh only being 2 inches taller. This is way more than 2 inches taller here. Clearly, you can see that he's more than 2 inches taller than Cedricus Dumas, man. This is like 5 inches taller than fucking Cedricus Dumas here. He's also lean and in good shape as well. Of course, Dumas pretty muscular and looks built as well. Looks in good shape as well. I wouldn't say anybody's bigger than the other. Really, it's very close. But yeah, I like Jackson McVeigh to be more fundamentally sound in this fight. Use his MMA skills. Come in there with a good mindset. Cedricus Dumas. I watched an interview on YouTube with Cedricus Dumas talking about what kind of weed he smokes and talking about how high he gets, talking about how if he gets taken down in the fight, well, I'll just get up and, the next fight, well, the next round is, on the feet. And so he doesn't look like he's really focused.
What kind of weed does he smoke, out of curiosity?
He was talking about Gary Payton, that he likes to smoke Gary Payton.
Some good old Jacksonville Gary Payton, eh?
That's what he said, and he likes that, and he likes to get high and this and that. So this guy's constantly getting high. We don't know how much he's training. The guy's, he was talking about his baby mothers and this and that. Give me Jackson McVeigh to get the finish, man, and hopefully to get rid of Cedricus Dumas. We don't have to see this guy again, and that's it, man. All right.
Who's older here?
It's Dumas is older by 3 years. He's 30 years old, and Jackson McVeigh's 27.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So me and Andy O in agreement with Jackson McVeigh in this one, man. Let's move on up to the next one. We got Rodolfo Vieira against Eric McConico. So for this one here, man, Rodolfo Vieira, phenomenal shape. This guy always coming out looking good. He's ripped, he's big, he's muscular, he's built, but so is Eric McConaughey, look at the abs there in this photo. He's also very built and big and muscular, man. Both of these guys are phenomenal top shape, man. Rodolfo looking like he's maybe a little bit taller, but not by much. This is going to be a very good fight. Yeah, give me Rodolfo Vieira to get the job done by knockout or submission.
Yeah, I feel Vieira's gonna be able to close the distance, get in on him, jab him up, and eventually get the sub, man. Maybe get his back. I think McConaughey maybe a little too patient at times, and Vieira's very consistent in the being forward, being tough, absorbing the shots. Get ready for some leg kicks from McConaughey. He did get knocked out by a high leg kick last time, but it's not that this guy is chinny or not tough, Like a lot of guys would have got knocked out by that head kick. So yeah, give me Vieira by sub or knockout.
Yeah, man, and don't forget, Rodolfo Vieira fought the way better opponents, man. He's a vet and he's a submission specialist. Way better
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu than McConaughey. Way better on the ground than McConaughey. And he fought the better fighters: Bo Nickel, Tresean Gore, Andre Petrosky, Derek Brunson, Armin Petrosian, Cody Brundage, Chris Curtis, Dustin Stolfus, Anthony Hernandez. He's fought the better fighters. Who has McConaughey really fought? Nobody. You know what I mean? He's new to the game. It's a big step up in competition. McConaughey's fought Nursultan Rizaboyev, Cody Brundage, and Basinger Susarkayev. That's all he's fought in the UFC. So Rodolfo should get the job done easily here. Maybe not easily, but I say he gets the finish in this one. All right, so there you have it.
I say he's not that bad, even McConaughey. He's just not that good.
Exactly. He's not that bad, but he's not that good. And think about it like this: when Rodolfo Vieira fought Cody Brundage, he submitted Cody Brundage, and when McConaughey fought Cody Brundage, he barely won a split decision. So that's some MMA math for you there. So there you have it, folks. Our final thoughts, predictions, and face-offs for the prelims. Stay tuned for the main card coming up next. KMMA. Let's get it. Like and subscribe, guys. Peace out.
MMA.